Okay, so this next chapter of The Way of the Bodhisattva that we're going to talk about is chapter 6, and it's about cultivating patience. And basically the chapter focuses on the biggest impediment to patience is anger. The one thing that I want to bring to our minds around patience is, it's actually something from another sutra called the Vimalakirti Sutra, where I first heard this particular saying. It goes something like this: to have or to cultivate the patient endurance of the uncreate. The patient endurance of the uncreate. And I don't know exactly what was intended or meant by that particular phrase. It was written probably 2,000 years ago. But, and plus it's a translation. But in my mind, it calls to me a sense of keeping in mind the great length of time it took us to get here. It took a really long time for us to manifest in this particular form, in this particular lifetime. And we can look at this, from a Buddhist sense, there's this idea of reincarnation. But even if you don't believe in reincarnation, it took the molecules that make up our body. They went through a supernova. That we have no idea when that, we have no memory of it, but our molecules do. And that's the kind of patience we want to kind of key into. It takes the creation of the earth took millions of years. It took millions of years for life to come about as we know it on this planet. Billions of years for life to come about. And then once life comes about, it comes about very, very humbly in the form of unicellular organisms. And then it took several other millions of years before life evolved and became multicellular. And we're multicellular, we happen to be multicellular organisms, but we have very humble origins. And it took many, many more millions of years before life evolved enough to make beings that had lungs, because we all started out in the oceans with gills. The development of the lung took a long time. And then more millions and millions of years before mammals came about, and then eventually humans. And we're not done. We don't end at the human, right? It's still going. That's the good news. And so I think patience has to do, entering in with that evolutionary time will help us to get in alignment with the kind of patience that is necessary going forward in these times. So this chapter 6 is about patience and the importance of cultivating that overall. So that's what I want to share. So let's get into it. Thank you.